And that's why I say you're a blockhead, Lowry. How could you let such a thing happen? The man was innocent. What do you think the press are going to say about all this? Now get out of here! Get the hell out of my sight! And if I have any more trouble with you, you'll be dishing out parking tickets before long. And that's a promise, Lowry! Oh, and here's my good friend Halligan. Another one of the invaluable detectives of our glorious murder squad. Don't just stand there gaping. Come in. I'm glad you could make it. After all, you're a busy man, aren't you? Now look here, Detective Halligan. I've got used to being surrounded by a bunch of incompetent, half-baked blockheads. But your smart, well-dressed colleague Lowry has just earned himself the golden badge of stupidity. Halligan, we've got a bit of a problem. We've had an innocent man locked up in jail. Regrettably, he was killed in prison before we could correct our mistake. Unfortunate affair. And now we've got this lunatic killer running around all over London. We have to make sure that at least this oversight is put right. Your clear-up rate so far ought to be sufficient evidence that there's no point in asking you to clear up anything more than a common bicycle theft. But this does happen to be the murder squad. I am the chief of this department. All I have for choice is that blockhead Lowry, you.
Okay, Chief. What do you want me to do? Where did Lowry go wrong?
Your dear colleague Lowry dealt with the skeleton murders last year. You should know that, Halligan. Lowry worked on the case for several months and finally managed to pull a culprit out of the hat. A butcher from South London. A married man with kids. They gave him a life sentence. He was in jail till 3 weeks ago.
Pulled out of the hat, you say? So the butcher didn't do it after all?
Oh, you're a genius, Halligan. He didn't do it. We found that out today.
He didn't do it? How could he be convicted then?
Detective Lowry imaginatively constructed an impressive chain of evidence, and the court followed his arguments in detail. The public wanted somebody to blame, and they found somebody. That's life.
Well, all right, these things happen. But how do you know that the man Lowry arrested didn't commit the murders?
Very simple. Dead people don't go around committing more murders.
There's been another murder.
Exactly, Halligan. A pile of bones has been found in Epping Forest. Supposedly a male corpse. We don't know any more than that. I presume we both agree that it can't have been Lowry's man, eh?
Oh, of course.
You see, I've just managed to get that into Lowry's head as well. You heard it? Lowry's off the case. Halligan, you drive out to Epping Forest and take a look at the evidence.
Of course, sir.
And Halligan, no sloppiness now. I want results. Sensible results. The press has already been terrorizing me this morning. The killer must be found. Do I make myself clear?
Of course, Chief.
Good. This is the file with all the necessary information, and now you better get going quickly.
Mad assassin are you referring to?
Halligan, it's well known that you'd rather read those crazy books of yours during office hours than taking any real interest in the affairs of this department. But it would now appear that you've even stopped reading the newspapers as well. For months now, a killer's been running around in London, taking victims apart and leaving nothing but bones for us to find. You can read about it in any newspaper.
You mean the business out at the Silent Inn? That was over a year ago.
There were 2 more murders later, Halligan. 3, actually.
What do you mean? Were there 2 murders or 3?
Since this morning, 3.
There's been another murder.
Exactly, Halligan. A pile of bones has been found in Epping Forest. Supposedly a male corpse. We don't know any more than that. I presume we both agree that it can't have been Lowry's man, eh?
Oh, of course.
You see, I've just managed to get that into Lowry's head as well. You heard it? Lowry's off the case. Halligan, you drive out to Epping Forest and take a look at the evidence.
Of course, sir.
And Halligan, no sloppiness now. I want results. Sensible results. The press has already been terrorizing me this morning. The killer must be found. Do I make myself clear?
Of course, Chief. Hello, Chris.
Hi, Halligan.
Have you heard of the new skeleton murder?
Not only heard, I've already been out to where the body was found, together with the forensic squad.
And? What did you find out?
Not a lot. The killer did a neat job. No traces, no witnesses. This madman doesn't seem to be so stupid at all.
Is the terrain still secured?
Yes, we left an officer there. For the onlookers. I hope there won't be such a crowd of people in the forest this time. People are just like vultures when there's something to be seen.
I'll just drive out there and have a look at it.
Just you do that, Brent.
Okay, Chris. See you later on. Good morning, officer.
Good morning, Detective. I hope you've had a good breakfast. The sight over there is not very appetizing.
Oh, well, you know, I've got used to it. When were the bones discovered?
At 5:30 a.m. by a jogger. He phoned us.
5:30 a.m. He was out and about quite early this morning.
Indeed, sir. And half an hour later, the press arrived.
How did the press find out about this so early, officer? Did you call them by any chance?
No idea, sir. These vultures seem to have a sixth sense for crime. It's either that or somebody from your police station tipped them off.
Were there any onlookers?
Yes, a couple, but I sent them away. The real run will start after people finish work, when they've got the time. We've seen it before.
Well, hold the fort, officer.
Yes, sir. I'll have to do that.
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Anytime, sir.
Officer,
What is it, sir?
I've lost my wallet and I think it may be here somewhere. Have you seen it?
Your wallet? No.
Could you help me look for it?
Sir, I have to guard the scene of the crime. I'm under orders not to leave this place.
But all my money was in the wallet. Couldn't you just help me look for it?
I'm sorry, sir, but I don't have your wallet. But I must not leave this place. Would you please appreciate that?
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Any time, sir.
Excuse me, but I didn't quite understand all the points of the briefing. Could we just go through it again?
My God, Halligan, do we really have to repeat it 3 times?
I'm really sorry, Chief. I was slightly distracted this morning.
Ha! Only this morning? Well, all right then. What do you want to know?
Far too hot to touch. Hello, Chris.
Hi, Halligan.
I've just come back from the place where they found the bones in Epping Forest.
Mm-hmm. Why are you telling me? Have there been any decisive discoveries in that case?
There was a pile of bones. Nothing else.
Yes, I had that impression as well when I was out there with the forensic squad. Everything is quite clean. You didn't find anything either?
No, nothing.
I would actually have been surprised if you had. And why did you come here then, if I may ask?
Oh, I thought you might be interested in this.
Sure, Halligan. Thank you. Anything else?
No, that was it.
Well then, see you later.
Okay, Chris. See you later on. Hello, officer. Any news?
No, sir.
I just want to ask you something else.
Yes, sir?
You just said you know the other cases.
That's right, sir. Well, I read about them in the newspaper.
What do you think the murderer does with the flesh of his victims?
That's too hard to answer, sir. I haven't got a clue what goes on in lunatics' heads when they do things like that. Maybe he freezes them. That's happened before.
He was murdered in prison. What do you think about that?
That's tough luck for him. I would rather have one innocent man too many die than have one assassin run around loose.
Yes, that's a very common opinion. But it's not the right one for a police officer. Suspects are innocent until proven guilty, officer. Don't you know that?
Of course, sir. But you asked me for my opinion. Well, this is it. I beg your pardon.
Okay, officer, that was it. Thank you.
Any time, sir.
Hello, officer. Any news?
No, sir.
I just want to ask you something else.
Yes, sir?
Hello, Mr. Doyle. Chief Inspector Miller will get this file early enough. Leave them. I don't need those anymore. My case file. A roll of plastic bags to secure evidence. Good to know that there are intelligent life forms out there. In here, I hardly use it. The best recipe is still Al's pizza. I won't find anything I could make use of now in there. It doesn't work like that. You don't hear anything, and nothing happens either. I never use the receiver. That thing is just too... I'd better leave that here. I won't find anything I could make use of now in there. I won't find anything I could make use of now in there. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that. That is no important evidence, I'm sure about that. I need to have the grass examined. Hello, Janet.
Hello, Brent.
Have you got a minute?
Not even a minute, Brent. Do I look as though I've got any time?
It's important. Can't you stop working for a moment?
What do you need?
I need information.
Of course, Brent. You need information, and I need the necessary forms. More precisely, a signed 234-2. Now, have you got it?
Good. See you later, then.
Take your time, Brent.
Have you seen something like this before?
You mean, have I seen grass before? Are you trying to pull my leg?
Have another look.
Slight burning traces. Where'd you get it from?
The bones were lying on this grass.
Oh, maybe somebody made a fire on the grass before the bones were lying there. That's not very unusual in parks.
That was no fireplace, Chris. The grass was burnt under the bones and just there.
Well then, maybe the bones got hot.
Can bones get that hot in the sun?
Well, I don't think this is very likely in autumn. But right now, I can't say much more about that either.
Okay, Chris. See you later on.